And one more episode. There you go. One more episode seems like a good idea because I think once I'm done here, I'm just going to put all the episodes up, because I finally figured out the trick to getting scheduled uploads not to be stupid. So,
Okay, what is the trick?
The trick is for me not to upload it like 1,000 videos at a time, but like the safe maximum appears to be 10.
Okay.
Because occasionally, after sending so many videos, my computer will just be like, we lost a connection, and then it'll lose a video.
Oh.
We'll decide that that file went up when it didn't, and this appears to be unique to my computer in every way, shape, or form. So there are no like guides online on how to make your computer not dumb.
Personalities.
Yeah, well, it's old and Rob was nice enough to find me one of those Raspberry Pi Zeros from a local store.
Oh.
The ones that I was actually shocked by how tiny the fucker was when I saw it.
About the size of a credit card, isn't it?
Actually, the Zero is the size of one half of a credit card, and it is one-sided.
Oh.
And it actually may be smaller than half of a credit. Actually, let me look at that now. I'm curious. I mean, I could look up like statistics, but I'm not gonna.
Right.
Because I could look up actual facts or guess. And okay, that is far smaller than half a credit card. That is like a little over a third of a credit card. With, like 512 megs of RAM, one core processor, and HD out. Like, I realized when I was talking to someone about this the other day, why does this shit just, makes me so amazed. And growing up with my father, I learned a lot about old technology. We collected old technology, old tube radios and tube amplifiers and anything we could find, tube oriented. And we would sit around and work on fixing them or whatever, and that's kind of the reason I like tinkering with stuff. But more than that, that means I pretty much spent the majority of my time learning about old stuff. And now I am currently of the generation where we are seeing, hundreds of thousands of technological advancements a year. In my lifespan, hell, in the past 10 years, computers have gone from giant, I'm trying to remember, the first laptop actually came out when I was like 6 or something. Like the first mass-marketed one. So, yeah, okay, in my lifespan, it has moved from when tiny, portable, affordable technology was several $1,000s, and, still weighed like 80 pounds.
Right.
To a little tiny thing that I can run off of a battery pack. And I'm just feel like I'm in a really unique position to be completely in awe because, unlike a lot of the previous generations, I actually understand a lot of how this works and it doesn't scare me and confuse me. So, I think that, that is the other part, because, like, I want to collect these they're like, they're $5 each. I want to collect the damn things like baseball cards. I mean, I could come up with a dozen uses for these things without any real issue. It's like, I just need to get like $40 and then just start buying them and not stop. And I don't need to. That would be crazy. I don't need that. But it would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know. 'Cause that's, you know, and, I'm in that weird position where I'm pretty sure I've been most of my life where I am a pseudo old dude.
Okay.
It's like, I can, take apart a tube radio and test it. I know how they work. I could probably build one from scratch given enough time. But I also know how a lot of this stuff works, and, it's just kind of... all this stuff just catches me so off guard whenever I see something new like this. It's like you keep picking up more and more adorable puppies.
I like puppies.
I like puppies too.
Problem with puppies, though?
They turn into dogs.
Well, yeah, they grow up.
They poop everywhere.
Oh, they do that even more when they're puppies, though.
Yeah.
I think puppy is German for little shitter.
Probably. The shithund.
Well, I mean, you've heard of the Shih Tzu.
Yes. I went to the zoo once. All they had was, small dogs. It was a Shih Tzu.
I knew you were going that way with that, but I couldn't stop it.
There's no... That joke is so old, it probably voted for Trump.
Let's not start down that road.
No, that's a good point. I don't feel like going down that road either.
Like, everybody I know agrees about that, but still, let's not.
Because it's one of those, you just don't want to find the friend who you like who doesn't, agree about that.
I've dropped friends for less.
Yeah. My friend actually, ended up dropping a whole mess of his friends because of that on Facebook. Though I will say, the one that surprised me the most was a friend of mine who is Hispanic. Who, is a Trump supporter. I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
You do you.
Yeah, you do what you think you need to do. Alright, so let's talk about less, vitriol-filled, topics like war crimes or, I don't know, pizza toppings that we can all agree on. Actually, one of the best DM screens I have ever had came with a pizza matrix on it that, it was all a dry erase thing, and you could just write down the toppings people wanted or check little boxes, and then you would find the area where you could draw the straight line through it, and that would be the toppings that you ordered. That's pretty smart. But unfortunately, it's for a really shitty D&D setting that eventually just completely fell through. I'm like, well, I've got this really nice, expensive DM screen for it. Completely useless. Completely useless.
Okay, let's see.
Yes.
Oh, that would be a good bit.
Alright. I'll leave that here. I don't want to put this twice on the same side of the building. I should, yeah. Let me fly around and take a look. Oh, there's a good gap over there. I may have stopped paying attention to if I accidentally intersect the, buildings you have carefully constructed or not.
I see.
I've been trying to destroy them.
Yes, I'm sure.
That direction. That direction. Alright, so 90. There we go. The sad part is, this is all still so much faster than doing it the other way. I mean, all of it just... oh god, there needs to be a fence here.
Hmm?
The villagers are just wandering off to their death.
Oh.
Hey, not immediate death. There's, like, not a large enough fall to kill them. They're just
Well, that's
wandering.
unfortunate.
They'll just be wandering into the territory where the monsters lives.
Is that a problem?
Not really, but I feel like I should... I feel like I'm responsible for them. In some way.
Okay.
I'm not, but I feel like I am. Come on. Put this shit down. Put this shit down. It's so much better when I can do the fencing by hand, but since I've already got buildings on this side that slightly overlap, I can't. Or by, not hand, by command.
By command.
Ew. No, oh, God. I'm just... So, Another story related to Final Fantasy. I may have gotten in trouble. I'll find out if I got reported at any point.
What'd you do?
I intermittently told a person who is tanking, you know, their job is to control the monsters and keep them from murdering the DPS and the healer. I told them in this order to shut the goddamn hell up. Oh god, what was the other one? Stop being French. And this is why no one actually loves you. So, I might get reported for some of that. Because, you know, it turns out the rules are bad sportsmanship, and being mean are literally against the rules. So, I'm amazed I haven't gotten, you know, kicked out at this point, honestly. Because oh man, I've been such an asshole to people in the past when they're assholes first. Is when I do that, but... Yeah, stop being French, and this is why no one actually loves you, and I think it was this is why no one actually loves you in real life.
Oh, okay, even better.
But, yeah, so, I'm a bad person.
I know.
And... oh man, this overlaps so badly. You can see where I pasted in a large chunk. I don't care. It's fun.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to move the thing I'm working on when I'm done with it. But if I can, it's going to be pretty cool.
Filling this last row. I also had one of those fun D&D moments where I thwarted my friend. You know?
Isn't that the whole point?
Well, yes, the point of playing Dungeons and Dragons is to thwart the DM.
Well, I mean, isn't that the point of any, like, tabletop roleplay thing?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But my goal is always to thwart the DM in a way using something that is perfectly legit by the rules that it was never intended to be used that way.
Oh.
And, you know, because it's not actually cheating, but it's not something the DM ever could have planned for. It keeps them on their toes.
Well, that's why it's called thwarting.
Yes. Alright. It's just a bunch of fucking golems walking along this really precariously tiny ledge.
Well, you know, golem's gonna goal.
Yep.
That's apparently a phrase now.
Oh, yeah.
I've declared it so.
Seems legit. Alright. Laying fences is boring as fuck.
I don't think anybody ever thought it would be, you know, loads of fun.
I'm sure someone somewhere in history thought it would be, and they were wrong.
Well, what if they just really liked fences?
Well, then that's their fetish, and that's okay. And the term I have used more and more from a friend of mine who actually, teaches professional Japanese bondage.
Uh-huh.
And same guy I play D&D with, actually. He, the saying amongst the kink community is, it's your kink, but it's not mine, and that's okay. Which is the polite shorthand version of saying, I get it, I'm fine with it, leave me alone. I know, I just like that because it's it's just the super nice way of saying go away. Alright. I think this is gonna be good for an episode.